Hello. Today we are reviewing the 2018 Subaru XV. So this Subaru XV for 2018 there are 3 trim levels, and what we have here is the highest trim level. There is the base model, there is premium, and there is the highest trim, which is called this is the limited trim. This is the limited trim which we have here, and to distinguish it from others, the limited trim has these rims that are different, but the one of premium you find some V's around the rims. Another thing, for like the base model doesn't have integrated turn signals, but for this one has integrated turn signals. But generally the design of the car is really good. You can see the front grille, which looks very beautiful. Another thing you notice here are the fog lights and the black cladding, which can help you go off-road and prevent your car paint from being scratched. And then on the rear, we see a big difference. You see most of the XVs that we have here in Uganda, their tail lights stop here. They are not integrated with the boot, with the opening of the boot. So this started with the 2018. And another special thing about this car is from 2018 is a different generation of the XVs. So starting with the generation of 2018, the car was built on a different new platform, the global platform for Subaru XV, and it's more stable and much better than the previous generation of 2017 and I think up to 2014. And now let's check what is under the hood. So here we pop and open. So under the hood of the 2018 Subaru XV is a 2-liter naturally aspirated engine. It's a boxer engine. The design of the boxer engine is the pistons, they are designed in a way that like they are fighting with each other, and that helps the Subaru engine become special and much more powerful than those which do not have that same design. So here is our battery, here is where we put our wiper fluid from, here we fill the engine oil, the coolant around here. This is the ECU to control the vehicle, the electronic control unit of the car. Here is the engine itself. Here we have our brake fluid here. So this 2-liter naturally aspirated engine gives a horsepower of 157 horsepower. That's really a good, it has really good torque and acceleration when you're driving, and you feel that it's very instant and very good. Here we are now checking out the boot space. The boot space is really big, and you can put a lot of things here. And one other thing I should point out, these behind chairs can be flat down like this. Even this can go down, making the boot space even much more bigger. Let's close and we go inside. Here you can notice there is a back camera, the reverse camera. Now going to the rear seats of our 2018 Subaru XV. It's all leather seats, and this thing that you see here for most of the Subarus, the person who sits in the middle chair here doesn't have this. It has the seat belt, but it's not designed like for this other one, this other seat here. So the seat belt comes all the way from here, and it passes through this thing, and you tie it here. So that's how they designed it. But if you see, there is really some good leg room. The headroom is also very good. Yeah, it's really ample and big space here. Then for the front seats, the front cabin, the design is really, really beautiful, as you can see. And this design started from 2017 with this interior infotainment screen with that kind of beautiful design. And also the steering wheel design changed in 2017. As you can see, this one has very many buttons compared to most of the cars that are below 2017. So I'm going to take you through all the buttons of this front cabin one by one. But before we go inside the car, this is a keyless entry. So you see here there is a sensor, and when you put your hand like this and it senses and you have the key nearby, it just locks. So to open the car, you just put your hand inside and it has unlocked. So here you lock it, here you unlock it and open. Then we go back into the interior. I'll start with the steering wheel. There are very many buttons. So this side is for the infotainment screen, the music. Let me turn the car on. So to turn the car on, since it is keyless, we are just going to press the brake like this, and here push, and now the engine has started. So this is how everything looks. Subaru, it has started here. Everything is in Japanese, but it works perfectly. So here, these buttons are for the infotainment screen. Select the source. For example, right now there is radio. We can select different channels like this. Here, volume controls, volume up and down. Info, this here you mute. Then this other side, we have this button, which is for cruise control. So how cruise control works is you set the car to move at a certain speed, and it remains at that speed as you drive. So when you want to set it, you just press here, and you see here it has changed, and they have put for us a small car. So while you drive and you want to set at a certain speed. For example, you have been driving and now you reach at 80, you want to drive at 80. But this is good for the highway. So you just press here, you push it down, and now you set the speed. So after setting the speed, there are these two buttons. This button up, it increases the distance. You see how it changes here? It increases the distance between you and the car that is in front of you. So that means that if the car in front of you is moving at 50 kilometers per hour, when this distance is reached between your car and the car in front of you, your car is just automatically going to reduce speed, leaving the distance that you have set. Just like that. Then this one here is for lane keep assist. So lane keep assist, it helps to make sure that the car remains in one lane. So when you have this on, you see the button, the display changes, shows that your lane keep assist is on. So when you have the lane keep assist on, the car is going to keep you in one lane. And if you, for example, do not indicate and you want to turn from one lane to another, the steering will become hard and it won't let you go. Okay, it somehow resists, but when you force it, it still continues and goes. So this is a good feature, but in our Ugandan roads, it can sometimes be unsafe. When the roads are small, a trailer has come from the opposite side and you have to somehow go outside the lane, the car will resist. Then here, these two buttons, S and I, this is mainly called the SI drive. So S is for sport, I is for intelligent. So this intelligent mode, the car it's like the normal driving mode. So here you are, it's the default mode, so you're using less fuel, so but then the acceleration is not that fast. Then when you put it in sport, the acceleration changes, it becomes quicker. When you press the accelerator, here you see that the RPMs are going so high, so fast than it happens when you're using the intelligent mode. However, in this sport mode, the fuel consumption is a bit higher, but the difference is really not that much. Then these buttons here, they help you put on. These buttons here, they change the display here, and also they change the display here, and they also change the display this other side, what you want to be displayed. Then behind here we have paddle shifters. This is a press, you pull it towards yourself, and here there is a minus that you also pull towards yourself. So these paddle shifters, this is an automatic car, but the paddle shifters, they are used to simulate manual car, the manual transmission. So here, when you see here our gear selector, you see that it's automatic, parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and then manual here. So when you put it in the manual mode, now you use these paddle shifters to increase gear and reduce gear. As long as you press the brakes, it will automatically shift the gear downwards. However, it doesn't automatically shift the gears upward. But one thing to note, when you're shifting gears in the manual mode, you should make sure that your engine revolutions are at least above 3,000. Because if you shift and you add to a higher gear when the revolutions are below 3,000, you're damaging your engine. So it's better you do increase to the next gear in the manual mode when the engine revolutions are above 3,000 RPMs. One other thing that is important to point out is this transmission is a CVT transmission. So, and most people, they don't seem to like the CVT transmission, but if you want to have more control of the car, then you have to use the manual mode to drive. However, in the drive gear, the car will automatically select gears, and that's pretty fine. And then we go here, the buttons here, these two are for heated seats, but they're only front seats. So high, low, you can do that. Then this is the parking brake. The parking brake is electronic. So when you bring your car to stop, you pull it up to park. When you push it down, you have removed the parking brake. So when it is on, you see it lighting. Then here we have the X mode button. X mode, how it works is when you're on a bad terrain. For example, you find yourself in a situation off-road and two tires are not on the ground, other tires are on the ground. So what the X mode does, it's going to lock the tires that are not having traction, that are not on the ground, and send the power to the other two wheels that are on the ground. So it helps you to not get stuck off-road. However, the X mode can be used when you're driving below around 20 kilometers per hour. So it is just used in those off-road conditions where you want to maneuver a bad road, it's raining, mud, there is too much sand, stones. Then another feature that comes in the X mode, it has automatic hill descent control. So when you're sloping a very big slope and you have X mode on, the car will brake itself. You don't need to press the brake pedal to reduce the speed. It will just limit itself at a speed. Okay, the speed is a bit low, but even if you remove your foot from the brake, the car will still descend a slope without you pressing the brake. It will limit its speed. Then this other button is the hill holder assist. In some other Subarus, you find there is AVH, auto vehicle hold. But for this version, the hill holder assist, when you're on a hill, you have seen people in these automatic cars, when you remove your foot from the brake to the accelerator on a hill, the car goes behind. But with this hill descent control, the car doesn't go behind even if you remove your foot from the accelerator. It will just lock there in one press until you press the accelerator. So when you accelerate now, the hill descent, it is still engaged, but the car will move. And when you come back to another complete stop, also this hill holder assist will again go back on. It helps the car not to move either in front or behind. So in very dangerous situations, it can really help prevent the car from going behind and maybe you fall into a ditch or something. So this car is really safe, and that is something to really mention about. The wipers are going on because they are automatic. When they sense that there are raindrops coming, they just put themselves on. And that's one other important thing. So even if you're driving and your wiper is on, when the rain stops, the wiper will stop by itself. When the rain comes, the wiper will turn on itself. Then I was talking about safety. There are still more features up here. You can see there is this button. This is for lane warning assist. This is for, the one here is for lane keep assist. This is lane warning. So you can turn off this one for lane keep, and the car the steering won't be hard when you want to shift lanes. But for this one, if you shift lanes without indicating, you just be warned on here that you have gone to another lane, but it doesn't prevent you from going there. Then this one is for pre-collision braking. These ones cannot be turned off because they are very important for safety and they do not cause any other issues. So this pre-collision braking, if the car detects you're going to hit something from the front or even from the behind, the car will stop by itself, but it won't let you hit into another car. Actually, even if you're driving and the car in front of you reduces speed so fast, so it measures the distance remaining, the time remaining for you to hit something in front of you, and it will warn you. It will first warn and beep. If you don't come to a stop, then it will stop by itself. So you see here there is one camera, here there is one camera, they are facing in front. So those two cameras are what helps the car to see all that and also to control the cruise control. Then here we have other more buttons. So this is for pushing start. Here we have steering responsive headlights. So when this one is on, when you turn the steering to this side, then for example, in a corner, also your headlights are going to turn towards that side. So it gives you much better visibility in the corner. And that also adds on Subaru's safety. When you look through here, the visibility is really good. This A-pillar is not that big like you see in most Toyotas. And here they again leave the space they put. This mirror is not put like here. It is put here. They leave in this space. So in corners, you really have very good visibility. Then this one, it helps you to change the brightness of here. Here, the brightness. For example, in the night, you don't want this light to be so much and you don't have good visibility, or it is distracting, so you reduce it from here. Then here is auto start button. For the auto start button, when you're in jam and the auto start is turned on, you see the button here, but it is, by that time it will be lighting green. Right now it lights that because the car is not started, but it always lights green to show you that it is on. So when the auto start is on, when you reach in jam and you come to a complete stop by pressing your brake down to the complete stop, the engine will shut down. And this was put to just help save fuel. So when the engine shuts down and the cars have moved in front of you, release the brake, the engine will again start and continue. However, personally, I don't like the auto start button because sometimes the cars stop for a short time, so I feel like you're overloading the engine. However, Subaru says it is very safe and it doesn't bring any wear and tear to the engine. Then this other button is the traction control. This one, traction control. So when you're in a place where there is slippery, when you put on the traction control, it's going to help your car not to slide sideways and do so behind. So here we have electric controlled mirrors. Here you put left, right, then you turn how you want the mirrors to be positioned. These are normal ones. Then here we have the glove box, which is really big. You can put your things here. We have more cup holders here. There are two. One for the passenger and one for the driver. And also here is more storage space that you can keep your things. Yeah, so that's it all about the Subaru XV 2018. Talking about other important thing is maybe the fuel consumption. The fuel consumption of this car in the city, it is 7 kilometers per liter. On a highway, it is going to be around 16 kilometers per liter. But averagely, driving around here, Kampala, averagely it's going to be around 10 kilometers per liter. And that's the fuel consumption. And one more other thing, talking about the reliability of the car. Subaru is really reliable, and when you, for example, have imported your car and you're sure that you are going to use it for at least 3 or even more years without going to the garage. So, and actually last year in 2024, Subaru won as the best, the most reliable car of 2024 according to Consumer Reports. So when you buy it, you know that you're really buying a car that is reliable. And then talking about the pricing, this car will cost you around 50 to 80 million, depending on very many factors, the previous owner, depending on the mileage, the year of manufacture, depending on the condition, but that's the average price of the car. And at Top Rides 256, if you want to import this car, we can help you bring it. Not only this Subaru, any other Subaru that you want, we can help you import one. And also for other brands, Toyota, you want a hybrid car, we can help you import one, and you receive it within 30 to 60 days. And you don't need to have 100% of the money. When you have 70%, you can come and we talk. 50%, you can come and we talk, depending on the car that you're going to buy. But we import these cars, and you can contact us. The number is in the description. You can contact us and we shall help you bring your dream car. Thank you so much.